Hey friends! Welcome back to Healing Homestead. It is an exciting day here at the homestead because it is chicken moving day. So I'm really excited. We have a group of adolescent chickens in the holding area, and we're going to move them into the actual run so they'll be integrated into the flock. And we have a group of babies that are fully feathered and just so ready to move out of the brooder and into the holding area. So I have a lot of work to get done on the chicken run before the moving actually takes place. So I'm going to gather up all my supplies and then we will get started. Come on, let's go.
I started by letting the current flock out for the day. It was a beautiful day to be out pecking around in the yard for bugs and for plants, and this way they wouldn't worry about all the work and the changes that were taking place inside of their run. Next, my two little helpers and I added a new bag of sand to the chicken sand bathtub. Then I sprinkled in some diatomaceous earth to keep the bugs at bay. I brought in an old doghouse as an extra shelter option for the chickens. Because we were adding more chickens, that means we needed more areas for them to roost up at night. I added a homemade ladder and more roosting bars for the chickens. We used swing straps to hang our food and water in our chicken run. I changed the location of these straps to be more convenient for the girls and for me. Two of the chickens that I was moving into the run today were bantam chickens, so I wanted to be sure that they would be able to reach the food and the water, so I added bricks for them to step onto. I wanted to provide some distractions for the current flock so that when the new chickens started entering their run, they weren't completely overwhelmed. We gave them some watermelon and I gave them some mealworms under some grass to peck around and find. One by one, new chickens start to enter the run at the bottom left corner of the screen. This is where things really start to get interesting. This hen seemed to be a little overwhelmed. She didn't know where she was or what to do with herself. But I love how the rooster stepped in and put her in her place. Whoa, girl, calm down. We had a little pecking action going on behind the tunnel. The old girls were trying to keep the new girls in check, making sure they knew who was in charge. But once again, the rooster came to the rescue. The old girls were so busy pecking around and searching for mealworms, they didn't notice my little bantam had entered the scene. And then suddenly, all of the chickens were now into the run. It was as though we had two separate flocks, the new girls on one side and the old girls on the other. Now it was time for me to prepare the holding area for the new babies that were moving down from the brooder. I gave them fresh bedding in their shelter area and I gave them some water and some food. They hadn't been fed yet today, so this would keep them distracted as they moved into their new home. I loaded the girls up in a pet carrier and we were ready to make our trek down the hill to their new home. One at a time, I set the new babies down into the holding area. If you look closely in the background, you'll see the girls that I just moved from here in the run, gathered right by the holding area, still trying to figure out what's going on. The 11 new babies were now in the holding area. They would stay here for the next 5 or 6 weeks. All the chickens in the run seemed to be figuring things out. It would take them a week or two to establish a new pecking order, and then everyone would feel right at home.
Well, that's a wrap on chicken moving day, and I have to say, I'm pretty glad that it's over with. All of my chickens are in their new homes now, so everybody should be happy. They're healthy. Life is good. So if you like this video, then just go ahead and hit like and hit subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. We'd really appreciate it if you would show us your support. So God bless you all, and we will see you again soon on Healing Homestead.